doing, mate? 15 away. Yep, no worries, man. There, mate. Good morning, truckers. Brad here, back off Highway 31 at the moment. Currently in Canberra. A -3 degree Canberra, which is lovely. And just a note, there's only 2 times you need high beam, or no, 2 times not to use high beam or lights. One is in parking bays or servos where trucks are parked, and the other's on the Hume. You don't need it, it's 3 lanes wide. Leave the spotties for the single carriageway stuff off in the bush. But anyway, enough whinging. We are busy today. We've got a couple of things to do, so we're finished here at the first drop. We're going to go around to the second drop and wait in line because they're backlogged again. Look at the white. Hard to see here if the dead ground, but they're dead grass. But she's a whiteout in Canberra. To warm up. Problem with the old leather riggers gloves, they're long lasting if they stay dry. They have no insulation to them whatsoever, and your hands and feet are the first one to freeze. But anyway, I'll leave the camera on as we high speed our way, or fast forward our way to Fishwick. And we're still playing the waiting game. As you'll notice, the sun is now up in the sky. I knew coming past when the other Sydney truck was still parked out the front that it's going to be at least an hour wait. Which is okay because I've got 2 drops in Yass I've got to do on the way out, so I can't be there too early, but I've also got Martins and Bunnings, which is going to make it a long day. So this is one of the reasons why starting earlier just isn't working, or wasn't working. I yeah, need to find somewhere that's better. How have you been? Oh, we're in August. It should be getting warmer. It's not. Considering it was still pretty warm in May, I think August is going to be the new July. So I'm not expecting to start getting warm until the end of August, going into September. Unfortunately, but it's how things are. And you know, like podcasts, interviews, anything else, as soon as you start talking about weather, it means there's nothing else to talk about. So I'll leave it with thank you channel members for supporting the channel. It's good to see views are back up after me time off. I don't know what happened there with whether it was because I was announcing I was going away, or I was away and had those videos done ahead of time, but the views were down. The views were down there, so it happens. Sometimes videos get high views, sometimes they don't. None have come close to the first video I'd done back in January. Again, unsure why. Maybe YouTube's just showing, sort of suggesting that first video and that's it. YouTube works in mysterious ways, algorithm and all that sort of stuff, so I'm not going to try and understand it. I'm just going to keep on making videos and not really care about the views, because if you're sitting there looking at the numbers, it'll do your head in, and you'll just have random content trying to get that high, trying to get those clicks, likes, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, it's when you see content sort of jump all over the place. But anyway, here comes one of their trucks. We might get in soon, we might not. You'll tell in a minute how high the sun is when we unload, but I'll check back in with you once we're done here. Oh, it is bitterly cold out there still. Oh, the weatherman's saying -2 still at 8:30. Oh, I should have had me nice merino balaclava on. I can't feel my nose. My schnoz. I've lost my schnoz. So, 8:30. I should be out at Martins by now. Yay. They've just started using a handheld electric scanners here. They're going to scan everything that comes off the truck. and it's only the one scan that can do the whole load. So it's been in action for a week now, and every single day, except for one, because the Sydney trucks were late getting here. But every other day, it's been waiting, which, yeah, it might make things quicker in the long run in the office, but it certainly hasn't made things quicker out here in the yard. But anyway, that's what we got to deal with. There are a lot of you drivers out there that are dealing with a lot worse, so I can't complain too much. But I need to warm up, I need to get this heater cranked, and make our way out to Yass. 2 drops there to do, and Martin's. Hooray! What is it, 8:30? Got to think about which way we're going to go through town too. That'll be the other issue now. We're right on school time. I'll get trucking and I'll be back with you shortly. And so it begins. This is all just because the one lane want to turn off into the city. And because people go up the fast lane to try and cut back in further up, which you'll see in a minute. Well, you never knock the lady drivers, just let me in. And because that other lane's packed, I can't even pull out to go around them all. At least if we stay a steady pace, it'll stop all this stop-start that's happening here. And just make it flow freely. Slow, but flow freely. And then you watch them all start pulling in, because they see a gap. Might go into the city. I'll show you what it looks like this time of day. I'm going to regret it, but we're going to do it. When I was doing the kegs, this is the time of day I used to come into Fish Week. So I know about that that slow traffic there from then. Shouldn't have to deal with it now. I should be out of Canberra. I should be back at Yass by 8:30, not still on the wrong side of it. At least I'm starting to get feeling back in my face, Neil. Oh. Truck's saying 1 degree, but it's a little bit off. Into it. Now I need to find a space to get over in the right lane. Just when an opening comes up, someone's going to pull out. Come on, it's 80, go faster. Come on. Good morning, Mr. Prime Minister, ministers, members of Parliament. How are you going to screw us over today? Still plenty of frost in the shade down there. That sun is putting out some nice heat. I can feel it on the window now, but in the shadows, you're still cool. No one out fishing today. During summer you see boats and kayaks and everything out on Burley Griffith, but not today. even when the traffic's real busy, once you get off Moorshed Drive there, it seems to quieten down. Anzac Ave's normally always quiet. Limestone Ave going that way is only really quiet with the eastbound traffic. It's really only when you get back to the Federal and northbound Ave, this time of morning, coming in from the north, down northbound Ave to the Barton, because you've only got that one turn lane there, and I think I've mentioned in previous videos the turning right there is affected heavily by what the trams are doing. You can spend quite a bit of time there. If it takes you 5 minutes extra to get through town, it's normally still quicker than waiting there in line. But we'll see how long that line is when we get there. Brand new Defender. Black. You're probably not going to see much of the War Memorial because of the sunbeam glaring on the window and the dirty windscreen, but works are progressing, which is slowly coming together. And we're going to stop here. Dang it. It's just constant traffic on the eastbound side. I don't know if you can see that. Bumper to bumper, no one's moving, or barely any movement. If it was like that on this side, I'd probably never come this way. I'd imagine, so your 4 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon would probably be like that on this side of the road, with everyone from the south and the east of the city trying to get back through to the western side and further. Still a line up of cars. And on every set of lights, there's a line up even going up other street as well, just because people can't turn out into the road, into the lane. There's the end of the line there. So no, the whole length of this road. Yass?
Going towards Yass, mate. You should be signposted all the way. Going to Yass if you're heading to Melbourne.
There's no R in Yass. Yars. It's a busy time and they still don't change the timings of the lights. From doing the kegs too, coming down Northbourne Ave at this time of morning, you normally had traffic 3 lanes wide. I suppose move that up. You haven't seen for a while that skyscraper's starting to get some altitude to it as well. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 9. Working on the 10th floor at the moment. I don't know if the camera can see up that high. I don't think it can, but you might have seen it when we're coming down the intersection. Rewind a little bit. But the outer shell's mainly done on the bottom levels. They had a craney yesterday set up loading stuff off the street up onto the roof. Isn't this exciting? This is transport, sitting in traffic. That's why I do videos every week, to watch you, that's for you to see me sitting in traffic. You probably won't get this, or we might. Oh. Fuck's sake. Middle of an intersection, red light. Glad there's no camera there, but it only needs someone senior, of course, the big name on the side of the truck with a telephone number. A set of traffic lights should let more than 3 cars through at a time. So what's that, green for 10 seconds, 15 seconds max? And yes, the counter. Oh, you're in a truck, you shouldn't be in the city anyway. Granted. Put an 8-ton limit on it and I won't be in here. That's real easy. Canberra, the push bike city. Everywhere. Killer boots, man. Scare some kids. Oh, there's a truck coming, there's a truck coming! Cab overs are good for that. I imagine you'd do it with a big bonnet or a 902, but then you wouldn't be able to see the kids under the front. Oh, school's just there, that's why. One plus of having the tram running up through the middle here is it normally leaves this light green for longer if there's trams coming through. But most mornings you can catch a green from all the way back where that other set of lights were. Not today. Today we're going to stop. In the centre of Dixon, suburb of Dixon. Used to cart a fair bit of Woolworths into the store here as well, and it's a fun drive in, then back in on the offside into a loading dock in this little brick loading area. Used to be fun. Again, why I love doing it at 5:30 in the morning. Because this joint's nuts at night time. Go! And here we are after traffic again. This used to be the bad part from the Dixon intersection up here to the end of the Federal. You got everyone coming down the Federal, you got everyone coming in the Barton, all coming in to Fairburn Ave, or Northbourne Ave I should say. You had people queuing across the intersection here, which is hard to do now because of the tram tracks in the middle. They still do it, but this will give us an idea of how much time we've saved. None. There's one car parked there waiting to turn. And no one else up the whole Northbourne Ave, so there you go. You just can't pick it sometimes. Yesterday I come down there and traffic was nearly all the way back up to that intersection. Now, a couple of B doubles and me in the mix make the line a lot longer, but nonetheless, I was there for about 6 minutes in line waiting to get through that intersection. Anyway, that is it for Canberra. I think you've seen enough of that. Let's get out to Yass and do our first drop. There we got traffic lights now. Welcome to Yass. Seems like this housing development's never going to get finished. New guttering for the entrance. New bit of hot mix over the top here. That other side will get done and that'll be it. They won't redo the whole road. am happy to say, according to the truck anyway, we have come up in temperature. Up to 7 degrees now at 9:30. It's taken us an hour to get out here. But can't complain, it's a nice sunny August day. Days are getting better, just need the mornings to warm up a little bit. There's the sheepies over there, looks like they've got them all knitted up, got their woolen jumpers on them. Dressed up for the end of winter. You stay there. Unfortunately, not so much sleepy Yass at this time of morning. It's always fun. Oh, that's different. What was there? I have to look back at last time we were here. They've been demoing. I know there was an old service station just here on the corner, I think. But everything's gone behind it. That building over there is sitting there in the middle of nowhere with nothing around it. Surprising, they don't normally knock stuff down around here. It just stays up forever and a new tenant moves in. But anyway, we're going around the corner here to the ag supplies. We've got 4 pallets of seed we've got to drop off. And they're all the way at the back, so I've got to open both sides all the way up, which is fun. Come on, Tesla. Where are you going, Volvo? Oh, and all that parking area at the front's taken up. Cars everywhere. Oh, where are you going? You can't do a U-ey. Come on, you're right, come on, out you come. What the? Let's just do some. They're gonna have to wait there. Time to do our dog leg again. Someone's put a gate on the corner. Stuff there. without ripping the front off this Ranger. Like a glove. That's how you does it. Sorry about that, guys, because the because the 4 pelts are all the way at the back. By the time we had the first 2 off, I was still undoing the other curtain, so I didn't have a chance to get the camera up. But anyway, that's our 4 done at Delta Ag. Head out the other side of Yass now, back to the Older Hume Highway to go to Nutrient Ag. Too hot for that. Steep little driveway to get down. Let's go get this one off. We're losing minutes, losing minutes. I think this might have to be one of the latest times I've actually gone into Martins to get fertiliser. Oh, good place to park. I just hit up without even the time it's going to take to throw these 9 pallets on. The GPS is saying I'm not due back until 1:45. Oh, and the bonnet hits every time you come out, which means the that's a 12-hour day. Plus however long it takes me to load out here if there's trucks waiting. Plus 9 pallets, so technically they should go to Bunnings, but I'm not going to today. I'm going to pull a sickie and not go into Bunnings. There'll be another hour there. 2. I won't be home until 3 o'clock. We're not doing that today. No way. Those old truckies watching, Gasoline Alley and Yass, is that here on the northbound side? I know there's no servos left on the northbound side, sorry, southbound here. The old servo there that's now the SES, and the old one next to it is now the Council Works Department. And that one there, the old roadhouse, that's something else now. I don't think any of that was servo. So was this Gasoline Alley? If so, there's not a single servo left here now. Some of that little bit of history I'd like to know on Yass and the Hume Highway. I've tried Googling, it doesn't really show up much. Anyway, to Martins. Build those airbags up. $10.30. It took a bit more than 15 minutes, so due back just after 1 o'clock now. Oh. And it's getting warmer. The shorts are on. Put your sunnies on, these bright little babies will blind you. Oh, well, glad we beat the musket double here. That could have set us back another 45 minutes, half hour. So that's it for Yass. Nothing else to drop off, I don't think, between here and home. I'll check my paperwork in a minute. But there is, of course, one little drop we need to do, or say one little pickup for the belly. Oh, stop it. Since we're going to be back late, that's it's getting close to my tea time. So we might stop, grab something to eat and have that for lunch / dinner. Because by the time I get home, might see if Jono's got a new, Jono or Brad the Aussie truckie's got a new video online. Watch that, have a shower and go to bed, and that's my day done. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's get on to Highway 31 and head south for home. So we'll see how busy this place gets as we approach lunchtime. I did notice last time I was in here, because it was a bit later as well, they actually had some pre-made salad rolls in the fridge, so it's just they don't put mayonnaise on them so they don't go soggy if they're in there for a while. So that won't mind me. If there's one in there, it'll be snatch and grab. Interesting too, when the information centre, the new one here, gets finished, what actual local history in the Hume Highway and the old Highway 31 when it come through Town Hill, the old bridges. I am going to take you on a tour through there once it's open, just to have a look, but it's probably going to be a couple of months away yet. Coffee peddler's buzzing, which is to be expected. No one's sitting out in front of the bakery though. Two people in there, we'll see if that changes. Car parks are empty, which is even better. Oh no, the other one's not. There's a car park there. P-plater. Oh well. It's a Shame them vans are parked over there. You can nearly pull off the road there and park there too, but anyway. Ground's nice to dry, we can get right off the road. And go and get some delights from the Gundagai Bakery. Right, we're going to monster roll. Again, thank you channel members. We are now, oh, bang. Time to leave Gundagai and keep heading south. Oh, wet the mouth. Coffee. I noticed they also do milkshakes in there, so that'll be interesting. It's one thing I was wanting to try at Tarcutta when I used to stop there, but I never hit the order button on a milkshake there. Just something told me it was going to be expensive. So there is a Tarcutta update. I did pull in there the other day, just out of, well, I had a drop at the egg place back there again, so I thought while I'm here, no, when was that? No, it was last week. I've had 2 drops in Tarcutta in the last 2 weeks. One was back to that ag place, and one was to a residence. I had to walk a parcel up the side street to their house. But the first time when I was parked at the ag place there, that Joey's Cafe, I know a couple of you have mentioned that with someone to get food in Tarcutta. He was actually open, and I thought, oh, I'll go in and try it. No salad rolls in the fridge this time, and when I mentioned salad roll, he looked at me a bit stupid, so I don't know how long he hasn't been making salad rolls for, but I got a coffee anyway, and got a toasted sandwich, toasted ham, cheese, tomato and red onion sandwich from there. About the same price as Long Track Bakery at Jugyong, so that's not going to be an everyday stop if he was open every day, that is. But and then the other time I was in Tarcutta, I did go back to the Ampole. Funnily enough, they've started making wraps again, and they've started making fresh. Well, they're salad rolls, but they're made with the long Turkish bread. In one of them, cut in half and then folded around so they can leak all their juices down to the bottom of the glad wrap and make everything soggy as hell. And if the wraps are $13, I can only imagine how much these Turkish delight rolls are. But they bug it up, because when I was in there, I got a wrap, and it was someone wrote $10.50 on it, and they're not supposed to be $10.50, because the next day I was in there again, and it just had the name there. There was no prices whatsoever, so I think they're about $14 normally for a wrap there, which is expensive. But, heading southbound over Gundy Bridges. That's going to be it now for Highway 31. We'll get back to the yard and we'll get these 9 Martins or 9 Bunnings fertiliser pallets off, and I'll bid you a adieu, bonjour. No, that's hello. Adieu. I don't know French. I'll bid you farewell. That'll do. that's it again, guys. Thank you for joining me. Again, like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks again to channel members. Thank you to Bodman's Transport. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.